What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, my name is Dave. This is my 2004 C5 Corvette. If you're into Corvette content, especially C5 content, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Now, if you watched my previous video, you know that I recently picked up some new C701 replica wheels for the C5 here. So right now I have the car jacked up. I have a few things that I need to do and a few things that I want to do. But first we need to get these wheels off, because the purpose of today's video is I need to replace the wheel studs. Last year, if you were been with me for that long, I put on some wheel spacers, and in order to do that I had to cut the existing wheel studs down to fit the spacers on there. But now obviously I'm going to go to some new wheels with the correct offset, so now I need full-size wheel studs on the front and the back. The back is a little bit more difficult than the front. The front is pretty simple. That's what we're going to go over today, and in another video I'm going to do the back, but I'm still waiting to pick up a few parts in order to do that. So today we're going to do the front wheel studs, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so this is the issue that I've dealt myself last year. I put those spacers in, and in order to do that I had to shave down the existing wheel studs like I mentioned. So this is the new wheel stud that I picked up from Rock Auto. I will leave a link down in the description to these, but as you can see, these are about 3 to 4 threads longer, and this is what I need in order to have the new wheels have enough bite on the lug nuts themselves. This is an OEM size for threads. I know if you look at an OEM wheel stud, there's another, I don't know if it's 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, whatever it is, but that section of the bolt is unthreaded, just to aid in getting the wheel studs or the lug nuts started. So now let's get into hammering the existing one out. On the front, you can hammer these out and put the new ones in without dismantling the rest of the brake rotor and the caliper and all that. So let's get into hammering these out. Just got to give these a nice solid whack, and eventually they'll just push out the back. Now there is very little space back there, but there is enough space, again, to get these out and the new ones in. On the driver's side, it's at like the 4 to 5 o'clock position, and on the passenger side, it's at the 7 to 8 o'clock position. So, I mean, I think you can knock them out pretty much in any position, but to get them back in, just so you have enough room for the spacing of this, or for the depth of this, I believe it's the 4 to 5 o'clock on this side. And now to get these on, rotate the hub and your rotor to about the 4 to 5 o'clock position. Grab your new wheel stud. You're going to have to go into the back of this. Once you get behind this, you're going to see exactly what I mean. There's a little bit of a space so that you can put the new one in. Sorry if I'm blocking you for this one. Get it started and rotate it just a little bit, and then there you go. Now you can push it through. Now all I'm going to do is use the bolt from my wheel spacers on here. If you do not have a bolt that goes all the way through like this, you will have to use like a series of washers and your lug nut in order to tighten these up. So obviously you just need to grab this from behind, screw this on a little bit, and then you're just going to want to suck these wheel studs in. I'm just using an impact. And then obviously once I get the wheels back, you just want to check the tightness on these periodically until you know that they're definitely seated in there. This is the part number for the wheel stud. Again, I'll leave a link down in the description for it. You know, looking back, I probably should not have cut the wheel studs down to put in wheel spacers, since I'm now getting wheels, you know, a year later. But at the time, a year ago, I wasn't really sure that I was putting wheels on the car, so that's why I did it. But now I changed my game plan here in 2021, so I'm putting wheels on and I'm not looking back. So like I said, if you don't have lug nuts that pass all the way through, you are going to have to load up some washers on here just so you can get your lug nuts on there, because you do have to get it past this little section here. This gets sucked into the hub, so you need to have the actual bolt head on the back there push against the back of the hub. So that's why you need to suck that in. And then like I said, again, when I put the new wheels on here, I'm going to tighten them down just to make sure that they're all the way in. But that's how you replace your front wheel studs. Whether you did the same thing as me and you put spacers on and you want to reverse that, or maybe even if you just broke a wheel stud off. The front wheel studs are pretty easy. The ones on the back are a little bit more difficult. Still waiting on a few things in order for me to do that, so catch that on the next video. That's going to do it for this one, guys. So if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.